Hi everyone, it's Gord here. Welcome back to our half-acre adventure. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to maximize your growing space. Lots of times we'll have plants in the ground or in our beds that take a long time to mature, like squash for one. So there's lots of times where we can interplant faster growing vegetables in amongst the ones that are going to take a lot longer. And so we actually use up the space in between the long growing plants. And I'll show you what I mean. Here, have a look at this. Okay, so here we have some broccoli growing. Great early season vegetable to get in the ground. They're very cold hardy. So started these seedlings inside in little peat pellets. And now we've moved them out into the garden a couple of weeks ago. They're going to take a while to grow up though and fill in this bed. You can see I've actually got 4 broccoli plants in this little bed. I made this out of pallets last year, this bed. And so while these grow up, I'm actually interplanting radish. Radish is a very fast crop, so this will be ready in about 4 weeks or so after planting, and we'll have a nice crop of radish. And then by then, the broccoli will start to get bigger and fill in the space. So this is our strawberry patch, and strawberries are something that come in nice and early in the season as well. We've got some flowers on here already. It's the end of April. Now what we have growing in here with it is we've got cilantro. This, I'm not sure, might be a carrot, might be dill. There's some little tomato seedlings as well. This has all come out of our compost. So my compost doesn't run so hot that it kills all the seeds in it. Here we've got another example. Yeah, so this is a little tomato plant. This has just come out of the seeds. Here's some more cilantro. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna leave a lot of this because the cilantro will grow up very quickly above the strawberries, and we'll actually be able to just use the cilantro. Some of it I might let go to seed in certain areas, but here's an example of where we're just letting 2 things grow in one bed because it works really well for us. Now this bed here is a new one that we put in last year, and I'm actually growing asparagus in it. So I got these 2-year-old asparagus crowns from a local farm here, Nanu's Edibles Organic Farm. And so asparagus will take a while before it actually gets a really good root system down and starts to put up spears that are good enough to eat. And so we'll let this grow for another year, maybe even 2 years before we're able to actually harvest asparagus. But then it will go for like literally decades. But while this is growing and getting those root systems established, I want to make use of this growing space in this bed. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant dill seed in between the asparagus crowns. And so I've just moved the soil aside a little bit. Going to pop a couple of seeds in there. Tamp them down, put a little bit of soil on top. There. Now I've got a little stick there so I know where to look for the seedlings. I'm actually going to mulch this bed. I'm going to cover it with some straw. I'll make another video about that. But just another example of how we're maximizing our garden space and planting more than one thing at a time. All right, here's another example of how we're interplanting our beds. I have hemp growing in here. This will grow about 5 or 6 or more feet tall, and we use hemp for the leaves and the seeds and put them in our food and smoothies and salads, but that's going to take a while to grow up that tall. And so in the meantime, I've got some kale growing here on the outside along the edge of this bed, so we'll be able to make use of this space even while we're waiting for the larger plants to grow. All right, that's it for today, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments box below. If you have any suggestions, would love to hear about them. And until next time, this is Gord from Half Acre Adventures. Bye for now.